make sure we get a VOD of this.
I believe you hit stop recording.
Did it? No, it's recording now.
Okay.
That means we may not have had a VOD of the last game that just happened. That's okay.
Maybe a couple people angry with us, but
What?
we'll be long gone before they figure that out.
Right. This is the third, possibly final game if AGA can close it out in a 3-0 sweep.
Dark Lord Popo wanting to take that Graves proves he is the top tier 80 carry, or at least better than Rich Homie Drake. What's most likely going to happen is he's going to switch with Sejuani, and we are going to give this another go. Zyra in the bot lane, that is something we definitely...
This is the guy that's been hovering Gangplank the entire tournament. Don't trust the word he says. Yeah, there's the Thresh. You can't fool me.
Malzahar. If we get a Malzahar, we are going to see some of the best trolling they have done to me this entire tournament.
Jax could be big. I know Kolojo has played Malzahar top before.
How did that go for him?
Actually not terribly. So, I believe Spin X is last tournament was actually playing nothing but Malzahar top and destroying with it. That was the one game AGA lost last tournament. Was actually to a very similar incarnation of this team, with I believe the same top laner captaining it, and that top Malzahar was absolutely destructive, but it doesn't look like it's going to come through again. Kolo Joe's top Malzahar is a totally different story, but it will be Darius. Okay. They can't have Draven, so I guess they'll take the other brother. All going to be left to what Terran Zero wants to play in the mid. He has his pick of the litter. Ari or Ori would be my guess. There's Orianna coming through.
Orianna, very nice synergy with both Shyvana and Thresh.
Absolutely. That ball delivery system has a lot of good target. If Thresh gets the Q and follows right on in. Thresh again for Velcor. Very, very potent support from the last game. Janna coming out for Venya, playing a different support each game of this series. I believe Morgana the first one, Leona the second one, Janna third now. We'll see if this switch-up strategy continues to pay off for him or if he needs to stick to his guns. Lucian Janna is a very strong lane.
It's just a bunch of spamming.
Very big thank you to whoever gave a shout out to the Shout Casting on stream. We definitely appreciate this.
Where'd they do that?
Gibbsathon.
Oh.
I believe Gibbsathon is actually a player in this tournament. That's the name of the support for whomever was continuing to pick Lulu in the support role. It might have been Asuki Suki.
I don't remember Gibbsathon.
No?
As a
perhaps I'm wrong.
person.
Well,
As a matter of fact, we can check.
it wouldn't be on my friends list.
Yeah.
Very limited, just playing one player from each team. I'm going to go home and delete them all too. Nothing personal. I just like my friends list to be thin. I hate having to sift through so many names that I don't recall or play with often, so I harrow that out from time to time. Nothing to do with anybody that I play with.
I'm really interested in seeing more Shyvana Smite teleport. I've never been one to not have flash on less mobile champions. You know, I think it's a really bold move for Shyvana not to take flash. Yes, she has her dragon form, but you don't always want to use that as an escape. But it apparently works out for him, so learning as much as I can,
Sure.
it'll be great.
And from a top laner's experience and good as SpinX is, this is one of those players that you would want to see on the roll. This is the guy that, if anyone could pull it off, it's him. Mm-hmm. That Hecarim last game only died once in that very last fight, and absolutely just a dominant player throughout this tournament. So we'll see if they can't take this Smite teleport strategy to take this to a fourth game bring the series to 1-2, or if AGA will close this out at a solid 3-1. Or 3-0.
3-0, yeah.
I had one in my head. I was mistaken. Kolojo and Darius versus that. So as strange as the teleport Smite Shyvana is, we have Darius as our lane opponent. This is not a conventional lane on either half.
Darius is pretty conventional top lane, but
Standard as in he goes top lane, but he's not
a conventional pick. That's what you mean?
something to fit into that top lane meta at the time. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
He's definitely welcome in the top lane, but we've seen Kolojo play Nasus. We've seen Kolojo play
Morgana.
Darius, Morgana. He definitely has a lot of strange picks, and all of them work in the top lane, but none of them are that traditional teleport Smite Shyvana.
And this is just not a very good meta for Darius. You see, Darius would work much better with Ignite. That passive with Ignite, the early damage, he can achieve an early kill very easily, but that's just not the meta right now.
Right.
If you're in top lane and you don't have teleport, you're just a lot weaker
Shoot
than the
yourself
other.
right in the foot. You know who I want to see in top lane?
Who?
Gangplank, Velcor.
Why do you do this to us?
I am out to sea,
You know,
swimming in all the salt.
Riot worked really hard on that brand new Teemo skin, and we did not get to see him in the tournament.
I remain thankful. And it looks like the delay period will be ending, so we'll be getting on that load in. The real question is, does he have the Dunkmaster Darius skin?
That is the question.
Nope.
He does not. But we do see Atlantean Syndra. It is about time that skin has come out. Valcor bringing out his championship Thresh, showing the enemy team who the true top player is. Winter Wonder Orianna.
This is a skin tie.
4 for 4.
4 for 4.
The best case of Team Foreskin I have ever seen.
Oh, I don't know if we're supposed to say that on stream. All right, let's get these swapped back out and into position. Blue side once more for AGA. That was, of course, their dominant side. Pause coming right through. So we'll see who. That was
Sejuani throwing out the GGs.
Venia.
He's done.
Making the pause. Top lane, I went to the bathroom.
Top getting something
He
from
got
the bathroom.
nervous. Joe decided he did not want to play Darius after all, and is now nervously regretting his decision, pacing back and forth, trying to calm his nerves. Unpause of the game. Didn't take him very long to calm back down. And we'll see this game get into action. We've had some interesting starts so far. Both teams losing a member at level 1 in each of these games. We'll see if we can't keep up that tradition. Love the early blood. Very defensive wards coming out from Team Undecided. Looks like they might be able to, might be looking for a bait of AGA rushing into this bush here, and then waiting for that instantaneous collapse. So
These games just get more interesting and interesting because now this is the 4th time in the tournament that AGA and Team Undecided have gone up against each other to see how they use the information that they've collected over all of those games to help them win each one. These games are just going to keep expanding until we see the best these teams can possibly do against each other.
The big story for me this game is Velcor on that Thresh again. I'm excited to see that. He was one of the shining lights. Even when he was missing hooks, he was doing so well to start those fights, and every time you saw Velcor hit a hook last game, someone was punished for it. Someone died, even if it was one of his own teammates. But when hooks hit, it goes down. Fights happen, and Velcor is very aggressive on that Thresh. And
both teams make the mutual agreement that it is not worth their lives to try another invade. So they just do the standard start and kick off the game. on even terms.
Syndra versus Oriana is going to be a fun one to watch between Terran Zero and Phil. Phil playing a little bit better than Terran Zero throughout this match, throughout this best of five. I have to say, just in that he went into a losing lane with the Ziggs versus the Ahri, and still was able to pull out successfully and stay relevant in the game.
I'm actually noticing a lot of aggressiveness and a lot of hostility in the way Syndra and Oriana are last hitting. They are desperately waiting for their lane opponent to miss them. They are keeping the perfect amount of distance between the two for their skill shots to hit, but also at the same time to dodge the other skill shots. That's just me knowing a little bit more about these two champions than a person probably should.
Absolutely. Shyvana dropping Smite on the cannon minion.
Shyvana not looking to trade with that Darius early game, knowing that she'd most likely not come out on top.
Colo Joe, definitely an aggressive top laner. No matter who he's playing, we're seeing him shove right in. Likes to take advantage and take control of that top lane, just as a personal play style.
Darius opting to take the crystalline flask.
We've seen Vi do this once before.
And Shyvana starting Hunter's machete.
Yeah,
I know Smite, red jungle item, is very popular, but I didn't know they would go as far as to start Hunter's machete.
I feel like that's not the worst pick for her if she's planning on sticking to this playstyle of, okay, I'm going to let Darius push to the tower, I'm going to lose a few minions to the other, farm as best as I can under tower.
I suppose, but it completely takes away her ability to have lane presence because that item does not give any stats. It's all passives, and that passive only applies in the jungle. So she effectively has no items right now. She started with pots. Those pots are gone. She effectively has no items right now.
Absolutely right. And Darius, with a crystalline flask, is in a similar boat because he's just got raw sustain. So
you have to think. That sustain is still more than Shyvana has.
Absolutely. You're entirely right on that one. Is Shyvana's, if she is going to be able to deal damage onto Darius, what minimal damage she can deal, is not going to be lasting. Thresh missing a hook. For second pick, will walk him right out of that one. Phil barely pushing in onto Oriana in this one. Vi looking to make something happen, although we do as well have Dark Lord Popo in the top lane on Shyvana. Darius pushed back for the first time all game. Maybe that's a pretty easy read for him. Oh, Vi spots out Sejuani. She's going to do some damage on them. Both are level 3, but Vi definitely has it over the edge on early game damage. Already to half health, although Shyvana has entered this fight.
Darius taking just a little bit too long.
Oh, Vi.
Darius saving the day.
Oh, no. Yes. Get out! I don't know what's happening! Get the kill, Spin X! Come on, secure it. Nope, gonna run right off. Double pull with the spin. If Darius had ult right now, this would be scary. A lot of blood.
One more Q.
Oh, the holy double kill, Darius! The flash in Syndra. Vi goes down to the Oriana, though, so that is not the cleanest of trades. Still,
both mid lanes having excellent map awareness.
Very good to roam up there and make something happen. Phil is going to be sweating a little bit now that Oriana's got a kill. That definitely went over well for Darius, getting 2-0 now on his lane opponent and killing her to get experience.
Now Shyvana comes back to lane with the ability to have some sort of presence with an item that will actually help.
Coming on into this. Phil's going to have to back pretty soon here. He's already flirting with the idea, but when he does, he knows he's going to have a hard time against Oriana, who's picked up that first kill. She's down a couple CS, but it's such a negligible amount at this point in the game, especially for 6 minutes, that she has a clear-cut advantage. And she just hit 6. Phil's going to back right off. Doesn't want to play that game. Surprised, we saw very, very early dragons for both of these teams prior in the series.
What we've noticed is both teams, either AGA or Team Undecided, first dragon is usually a sneak. Sneak.
Sure. Oh, Popo may be looking for it, but there's Ocelot's Tears already knocking on that Scuttle Crab. It's going to be maybe a Smite Warfare. Who can take it? I'm not sure Sejuani has the damage to really follow this one through, but Ocelot's Tears not doing a whole lot in the way of trying to turn this fight in his favor. Oriana's Shockwave coming through, but it misses Syndra. Also not following up with that stun just right. Wow, the missed Shockwave changed everything there. Vi could have been easily dead. Meanwhile, in the top lane, we have Darius doing some good damage onto Spinex.
Having his brutalizer, he is so far ahead of Shyvana.
Just with a skirmisher saber going up against a brutalizer Darius. Kill me now. See how this pans out. Bot lane has been constantly pushed. Drake, Rich Homie Drake and Velcor shoving right onto Forsaken Pickle and Venya. They've not been pushed up at all. And I don't know whether that's just the Janna not being able to push in as well against Thresh. She's not a strong laner unless you're really, really looking for nothing but aggression, which it's easy to tell Venya is not. And this Thresh is always throwing out hooks, whether or not they hit, on the off chance that one does connect. So much damage is going to come through. Oh, teleport coming in from top. Darius, if he can flash in and get the grab here, which he's not going to be able to, so doesn't matter. But if he could, that would have been pretty stern. They kind of have to go for Dragon at this point.
I believe it would. Taking Dragon here would definitely make this roam worth it. But other than that, it would have probably been better for Darius just to stay top and keep bullying Shyvana.
Absolutely, especially since she's staying even in farm. Now Darius kind of has no other choice but to take the Dragon, although Vi has gone back, and Sejuani's still on that bot side jungle. Darius doesn't carry us. He's going to start this up pretty soon. No, he's not. He's going to run right out. Making a liar out of me, Darius. Make up your mind. This Thresh is coming in, and he may get a hook on you. Syndra, content to shove out mid-tower a little bit while Orianna is gone. Ori is coming in with the needlessly large rod and a Negatron, or no magic mantle, I'm sorry, not as quite a beefy as a Negatron cloak. Thresh, what are you doing there? You are giving up an easy free kill to Darius, burning your exhaust at the very least, but there's the flash. Flash dunk incoming, Colo Joe on a killing spree, 3-0 to start this game out. Wow. Orianna now could be in a bad position as well as the pull does come through. He does have the reset, so she's going to have to flash. Good stun. Pull him on in. Not going to happen. There's the shockwave. There's the dunk, but it's not going to get the kill, so no more resets coming out through that one. Syndra just trying to do some damage over the wall. Does have ult still, so I'm surprised she didn't use it earlier trying to kill Terran Zero. Orianna's barrier is down. Graves could be in grave danger here. No, it looks like Syndra's going to be the one in danger if she's not careful and gets out soon. Graves is coming in from behind, and there is Sejuani as well. 4 people converging now onto not Phil. Graves ult misses. Phil flashes out. Are you kidding me? No, Graves is going to flash on in. Rich Homie Drake going to pick this kill up for himself. That's going to be Phil going down. 4 assists on that one. Probably mid-tower as well here. Good play from Undecided. Gianna's roaming up, and Vi's here to hold the tower, so they actually may be better off having just immediately rushed the dragon. Because they should know, too, that Colo Joe doesn't have his teleport up. Oh, no. Ocelot's Tear's getting hooked up. That's almost certain death. No, he lives. Venya walking into the Thresh box wall, getting heavily punished for it. But look at this. The stall is doing them wonders as Lucian is able to push in hard on that bot side. It's going to be 1 or 2 more waves. He drops the color, so probably just 1 more wave before he can get that tower down. So he'll be trading an outer. Not the worst situation. Although, look at that. In the top lane, another tower is going to go down. Colo Joe, I suppose, had the back.
You see, some time since Darius had actually been back.
Oh, no. Phil getting caught out, stunned up, and absolutely destroyed.
Shyvana going from a deficit to actually being 1 level ahead and 15 CS ahead of Darius.
Darius only got a kill on that 5-minute trek to the bot lane. Oh, Velcor definitely in trouble now. No, the exhaust doesn't do enough. The Wolves will finish him off. Nice one, although that did go over to the support. Venya gives them dragon pressure, though. They're going to take the Scuttle Crab first. They better take the Scuttle Crab first. Oh.
They're going to ignore
If they kill the Scuttle Crab afterwards, I'm going to be cheesed. I mean, that's just flat out cheesed. Calling it now. Looks like this dragon's going to go over for free. They have no vision to let Red Side acknowledge it. So there goes by. Don't you? Oh, I am cheesed. I can't even right now. Waste so much time killing the Scuttle Crab. She won't waste it beforehand to give you the speed boost. Oh no. That would make too much sense, wouldn't it, Vi? Colo Joe pushing back up in the top lane, not afraid to go toe-to-toe with Shyvana, despite being at that slight disadvantage. Scuttlecrab finally goes down. Anxious to see where the next bout of blood will be on this map. Thresh roaming out a little bit hard again. Maybe caught out for the third time in a row. No, he's going to be okay to get back out of there, but they spotted him. I don't think they know where he dropped the ward, so that will go over nicely into the hands of Team Undecided.
Darius unnecessarily pushing Shyvana really hard under her tower.
Mm-hmm. She's still getting the farm, too. Kudos to her. He's catching up. He's only 5 down as opposed to the 15 down. Oh, no. He is definitely dead in this one. He's going to try to run out of this one, but the Thresh Hook gonna miss. Are you kidding me? Dark Lord Pope is going to have to blow ultimate for this. No, I'm sorry. He does not have the tower there. He's going to turn around, try to get the dunk, but it's not going to be enough. Shut down. Coming out, first kill onto Darius. 3 people in the top lane now. Good play from Team Undecided to pick up that kill, stop the momentum of Darius before it got too out of control. But AGA may be looking to answer with a kill onto Rich Homie Drake. The Vi ult is going to come down. Now Lucian coming in with the culling. This is almost certainly his death. Woo! So close to being picked up with the Janet Tornado. For second Pickle barely scratching that one out. I bet that's a relief to him. He saw that one coming and thought, no! AGA pushing in bot lane yet again. We've seen them run this strat before of just focus on the bot lane tower, try to open up that part of the map first. For whatever reason, it's just something they like to do. Teleport coming in from Darius, so this will be a 4-man push. Teleport coming in behind them, though. This could be bad. Spoonex is not going to be in the best position to deal too much damage here. They could have easily turned on him, I feel. Colo Joe's going to have to turn around. The Thresh Hook does miss. Spinax is taking a good bit of damage, but it's not enough. The Oriole going to catch in 2. Kill the Darius immediately, and there goes Janet as well, following suit. For second Pickle now exhausted. Still full health, but having to run out of this one. Does he have flash? I cannot see. Yes, he does, if he needs. He dashes over the wall. Not going to have a lot of mana to burn on spells, so that's going to be a clean 2 for O. They did drop ultimates on it, but all in all, definitely worth for Team Undecided, stretching their gold K up to 2. Gold lead up to 2K now. Very good for them. I like that we see Team Undecided still being every bit as strong despite the Hecarim pick. It was something we gave a lot of credit to last game.
Yeah.
I couldn't shut up about it, but they don't have it. They actually banned it away to keep it away from Colo Joe. They don't have it this game, and they're still in a similar position of getting small leads, taking advantage of them, and punishing AGA where they need to. So you have to think this is more of a play style correction coming out from Team Undecided rather than just a better pick ban phase. And that's something you got to give credit where credit is due for. These guys are doing an amazing job of not only staying relevant, but getting themselves in control despite the ruthless aggression coming out from AGA. They're turning it right back around on their heads. Colo Joe's always pushing right on in, but Spinix is doing a great job of staying ahead in farm regardless. Well up in kills. Thresh is somewhat drawn by a magnet to the middle of the river anytime there's a AGA champion that could kill him. He just has to go there. Wisely backing away now to Ori and Darius. This could be a kill. Good flash out to get away, but that is a summoner spell burnt for absolutely nothing there. Good bait by Thresh to drag him in. We rate that bait 8 out of 8.
Vi just barely missing her cue.
Oh, the Shockwave's only going to catch up by for second. Pickle hook now. This could be death for sure. The Graves ult will not finish it off, and the Culling's going to come along to do the backline damage. Dark Lord Papa, though, is onto Ocelot's Tears. Colo Joe going in onto Graves, not going to be able to secure the kill. Venia's going to get into the fight, but there's not much a Janna can do at this point except disengage if Sejuani is going to come on into this one. Ocelot's Tears is low. Dark Lord Papa's jumping in over the wall onto for second Pickle, but he may die here. It looks like he's going to get low. No, not going to quite die just yet. Oriana full health, half mana, blue buff coming in. Not going to be getting anything off just yet. Looks like everyone's going to back right away from each other. And for such a tense fight, nothing big coming up. Darius died and Thresh died. So overall, slight advantage again to Team Undecided. Vi's going to have to back off of this one. She knows she can't stick around too much longer. Another fight like that would kill her instantaneously. Popo, on the other hand, says, I can handle these wolves. Okay, get the smite off, get the little glowy orb hanging out in the jungle there. Thresh has not been with Graves in some time. Hanging out mid now with Orianna. Darius Syndra, the solo lane combo, maybe trying to get something in on the Shyvana here. Or Syndra's just gonna back. Fly away, you mermaid Atlantean freak, you. Looks like the map's going to quiet down a bit. Pressure seems to be pretty even with a slight advantage to the red side just because they have a wave pushing in the bot lane. Oh no, Shyvana might just jump Colo Joe here. I don't know whether or not that'll come out. There's not backup for either of them, so...
Sejuani's relatively close. She could easily collapse and help Shyvana with this kill.
Absolutely. If Shyvana does get the attack and burn her Dragon's Descent a little too soon, Colo Joe could just teleport out. No, he doesn't have it on cooldown, I'm sorry. Doesn't have teleport on cooldown. Neither of them do, and Dragon is up. So this just got a lot more interesting, actually. Dragon, number 2 in the game. First one going over to AGA. Second one could go either way at this point as both teams are mounting their vision wars. Phil could be in trouble if he gets caught out here. There are a lot of threats that could CC him up very quickly. Ocelot's Tears not going to get hit by the flayback. The hook's not going to connect to anything either as that one goes wide. The rest of the team is coming around. Forsaken Pickle not in a position to help his team, but they might be chasing down onto Rich Homie Drake. I don't know where this one's going to end up. Good tornado back on the Velcor. And Scuttle Crowd, very importantly, goes over to AGA. That is a huge part of this. Ooh, the Cinder Stone's going to get up onto Valcor. Not going to be enough to get him out, though. The hook doesn't connect, so not too much of a problem. They're going to clear vision. I wouldn't waste too much time clearing vision when you have all these champions right in front of your face. You know they can see you. Shyvana's going to come in just a couple seconds before Darius, so if this window is, this is the window that they're going to have to attack. Thresh misses the hook, but there is the Sejuani for the engage. They're going to go back around. Sejuani going in, but Ocelot's Tears is jumping right on the back of Rich Homie Drake. Now Colo Joe's trying to get the kill. The blood is going to happen. The dunk, where is it? It's not going to happen. He's just going to get the spin kill.
He's already used the dunk.
He's already used
on
the
on the Orianna shield.
Gotcha.
Didn't exactly get a kill.
Gets a
so
reset, not happen. Lucian, though, full health this entire fight. Great peel from the Janna to push them off. They're going to be able to take this one out. Of course, Sejuani is still alive, but if she comes in for that dragon, she's going to die. Forsaken Pickle's just going to take this one out.
Syndra not going to die quite yet.
Not in range for the steal, and you just signed your own death certificate. Dark Lord Popo not coming out very strong on this one. A little bit of an aggressive play, a little bit overzealous trying to get that steal. He had the vision, but he didn't come in enough time. That's great zoning, you got to give it to, from Syndra and Janna. Hammering away at this tower. The teleport's going to come in from Shyvana. She's going to have a good amount of wave clear to stop it, but she could get burst down under this tower easily enough too. Rich Homie Drake's going to cause them to have to back off. Valcor's looking for a hook. No, he's not. He was just looking to be that zone threat. 20 minutes into the game now. Baron is live, and we are pretty even. Gold lead again for Team Undecided, just like it was at this point last game. Not as severe as last game's gold lead, but a gold lead all the same. Even in kills, 2 dragons to AGA, and now it looks like we may see another death of Darius here. This could be bad. He might be able to actually kill the Thresh if Thresh is not too careful here. That seems to be his best bet, because he's not going to get to run out of this one. He's getting dragons descended on. That's going to be deadly. He's just going to try to run away. Not going to do too much for him. And he's flashing. Don't like it. Oh, and he walks right back into the hook. Spin X getting the kill. We've all been there. That reaction flash up. Oh, I think I can make it. No, you can't. Sorry.
Darius just not doing enough damage anymore to that Shyvana.
No, she's gotten to that point with her Cinder Hulk and the Warden's Mail Giant Spell combo. Jewel, 3-man Shockwave. Phil getting the heal, barely coming out alive. This Forsaken Pickle is now in a terrible position as Popo is getting in right on his face. He's going to have to get the culling. He's not going to be able to get that out. He's going to dash out. Probably die here if Popo continues. Ocelot's Tears running the wrong way and getting himself killed for it, but keeping Pickle alive is the silver lining to that. Ooh, Phil, you're going to have to run out of there really quickly. Darius with a teleport to stop the top push while all of this is going on. So good job there. Thresh hook going wide. Looks like they're all just going to be able to back right off of this. So AGA definitely losing a lot in that fight, but couldn't exactly pull it together there. could be bad for Colo Joe yet again on that Darius. He feels like he can go anywhere and do anything, but he is being told time and again that he cannot. Dead mid-dunk. No 2 points for you, Michael Jordan. Because it's a dunk.
I'm mad you said that.
What? It was he has a basketball skin. Come on. Forsaken Pickle caught out. Dashes before the play can come through. Thresh doesn't have the mana to follow up on that one. Co-caster's looking at me like I'm the craziest person in the world right now. Shyvana chasing on down. Forsaken Pickle will probably just dash right over this wall. There he goes. He's okay.
Darius finally getting that Spectre's Cowl, realizing that he does not live as long as he wants to. Building some defense.
He's definitely going to have to bulk up for this one. Dang, he says in all chat. Yeah, he's 5-6-0. Colo Joe, no matter how he's doing in the game, is always getting just about equal amounts of kills and deaths. Mm-hmm. That's his playstyle. He will go so far out to get these kills. And granted, he's a good mechanical player. He can get those kills, but he goes out so far for them that it's almost always a death on his part.
You get to the point with Darius where you think because you're Darius, you're entitled to dunk and kill whatever you please. But there's that fine line when you're not going to dunk anything. You're just going to die for nothing.
Absolutely. Even on a 4-for-1, doing all that damage that he died right in the middle of his dunk. Couldn't quite get the damage off. And that very well may have been an execute onto Orianna or Thresh. I don't know who was targeting, as we didn't get to see it follow through. Shyvana backed off. She does not have teleport if AGA were to rush this Baron at the moment. I don't think they have a good enough estimation of her teleport, though, so they're just going to run right back down to the mid lane. Pings down at the bottom of the map for red side. They may be looking to take its last bottom tower. Oh, I'm sorry, no. Top is an outer tower as well. But it does look like that will be where they're running off to. Push that wave out. AGA should have enough time to respond here. Look at the vision control of this game. Look at how well Team Undecided is warding up against AGA.
They are definitely trying to make sure they know where AGA is at all times.
So many offensive wards here. Just these wards aren't going to be so Team Undecided can, look around and avoid and kind of out-rotate AGA. This is absolutely so they can find them, catch them, and kill them along the way. That is why you put so many wards down in these bottom brushes. You don't want them running away from you. You don't want them outmaneuvering you. You just want them dead. Spinx pushing up in the top lane. Here comes Darius again. 2 levels down, if that's any indication of how this lane's going. 40 CS and 2 levels down to the Shyvana. Great pick. And we're now starting to see why we saw this banned earlier in the series. Shyvana is a huge pick for Spinx. Spinx is the all-star of this team, undoubtedly. Terran Zero is having some great games earlier on Syndra, but without that Syndra pick, the show is definitely in the hands of Spinx.
I mean, I'm not sure. He's Terran Zero's doing very well this game with 5-0 and 166 farm, which isn't bad. It's ahead of Syndra.
It is, yes.
He definitely has presence this game. If they misstep and he gets a multi-man ult, that is a one-team fight.
Absolutely, and he has had those very impactful shockwaves. We'll see if Ocelot's Tears can get this steal off. They don't have vision. Oh, Valkor's actually in trouble getting boosted up. That's going to be one dead Thresh for sure. No, he's going to walk out of that. Target right onto the Orianna. Ocelot's Tears is doing that. Rich Homie Drake well out of position, but the Sejuani ult's going to keep him alive. The Dunkmaster does come in and put that one down, but he's going low himself. Dark Lord Popo getting on, but another execute from Darius. Going to be 3 dunks now before he goes down. He's not going to go down. The Summoner Heal's going to keep him alive, and now they're looking for Orianna. They're not going to find her, I don't think, but they have done an incredible job of flipping that fight back around. Very well played, AGA, to catch out the Graves, kill him early, and now they're rushing down towers. They did lose the dragon, though. That is huge to note. That is not their 3rd dragon. They will not have the speed buff. They're not passing go and collecting $200. Going to have to rush down this tower. Collect roughly 200 gold. Oh, man. And just like that, this game is once more dead even. Could go either way. Slight momentum to AGA here well, definite momentum in that they're 2-0 in the series, but in-game momentum as well. As that last team fight was theirs. So that's got to count for something. Probably not too much, but at least something. Looking to take this last outer tower in the top lane. But 4 members of Undecided are in a position to contest this now. Nope, goes right down. Darius is going to destroy that tower. Finally gets top, right? 27 minutes. GG, Darius. Noob teammate can't win lane. Report, please. Did he get both of those? He got 2 kills down there with the double dunk, and then the last kill onto...
The last kill went to Vi, and then Darius flashed out right before Shyvana
Right,
would have got the
and the
last
summoner heal from Lucian kept them alive. Nice. Good play. Ping's
kill. A relatively tanky Vi build coming out of Ocelot's Tears this game with the Locket and soon-to-be Random's Omen.
Mm-hmm. Well, he had to go for that Locket because Janna's not going to be the one you're going to want to put that on so early. You're going to want to rush for the Talisman and then maybe Mikhail's building that Chalice of Harmony, so definite direction I want to go with that. So not the most unexpected buy. And I could see Vi, after completing this next tank item, just going full damage. I don't know. They have enough damage, definitely, with Darius as their top laner. He's got that Black Cleaver Sunfire Cape combo. I
wouldn't say so. Darius looks like he's struggling to get his damage on these team fights, and it's mostly due to the fact that he can't get to or stay against his targets. Kolojo has been known for when he plays Darius to get a Triforce. Triforce gives Darius the ability to stick to his target.
Sure.
And since he wasn't he didn't have enough gold to buy this game, he's having a much harder time sticking to that target now. He does have damage. The Black Cleaver Sunfire Cape and the true damage will give him enough to effectively kill anyone that's not Shyvana or Sejuani, but the matter is sticking to it.
Oh no, Baron going down for Team Undecided. AG has no idea. They have an inkling. They're going to know now. They know now for sure, but Lucian is split pushing that bot lane. He is in no position to help. This has gone down. 5-man Baron. Good stun up by Syndra, but they're not in a position to fight this. Colo Joe wants to try anyway. He's not going to do too much. He's going to get blown up instantaneously. Venia now is going to be the next one to fall. No, the ult will keep her alive. Barely. Meanwhile, tower going down for Forsaken Pickle with the split push. The backs are coming out. Can Syndra stop them? I don't know. Now Thresh may actually die, being abandoned by his team. Forsaken Pickle not going to be able to get this inhibitor. So all in all, definitely worth, especially now that Pickle's going to die, especially worth for Team Undecided there. They got the Baron. They lost 2 towers, though. So they're going to have to make pushes on this one and get those 2 towers back while they have that Baron up, or that actually will be in favor of AGA. They lost 4 members there? 3 members? Did Syndra die and respawn?
Did not die.
She did not die. So they lost 3 members there, 2 at the Baron, 1 up for Forsaken Pickle right here. And so that's 2 members of 2 towers. 4 members have Baron, though. So this is going to be a close one to call. I still think that was in favor of Team Undecided. Great flash stun from Syndra. The all-in combo is going to come out. Ori is well shielded, though. The barrier and the shield comes through. Vi's not going to be able to get into enough range. Wow, Phil taking a lot of damage. Graves flashing in, but there is the Zanya's. Not going to be able to do too much. Lot of stuff blown there. 2 flashes, 1 on each side. No, 3. I'm sorry, Graves taking the flash. No, Ori's flashes up. So 1 and 1. Graves and Syndra there, both blowing their flash. Some ultimates. Forsaken Pickle wanting to pick a bone with Rich Homie Drake on that Graves. Spinx is looking to pressure that last top tower out. Darius not in a position to contest, but Vi might be going up there herself. Top tower is going to go down first. AGA definitely on the back foot at this point. Their gold lead has now, or their gold disparity, I'm sorry, has slipped to about 4K. They're only up in dragons at this point. 2 down in kills. And they're up in towers. I'm sorry. They actually managed to get more towers. They have that exposed inhibitor. That's easy to overlook when Team Undecided is so far on this side of AGA's map. The one criticism we'll make of Team Undecided is they're not playing their waves very well. They have a wave pushing in the top lane and one coming down in the mid lane. but they're not sticking to that wave very well for Baron minions.
I would actually say they have a very... I would actually disagree. Them doing what they're doing now, they have top pushing, and then they're also pushing mid. That leaves minions to freely push top and Baron minions to push mid. If no one on blue team goes and stops top while they're pushing mid, they may just lose that
Sure.
tower. But if even one person leaves, then that's an all-in team fight that can possibly be won by red team.
Baron now off entirely, not going to be a factor anymore. Dragon coming up, looking to be second dragon all around, or maybe third and one for AGA. They have the scrying orb on it, so they can definitely maintain vision of that one. Looks like they're going to go for the steal, but that is going to go right over to the red team. Thresh gets a great hook on Ocelot's Tears, preventing him from getting over that wall. Very well played by Thresh to CC the jungler, make sure there was no smite threat, and give that dragon right over, bringing our dragons now even at 2 and 2. Another small loss and big gain across the board. AGA with the relatively small loss, but only a big gain from Team Undecided here. Oriana's a little bit out of position here. Her team's going to catch up with her. It's a good thing they didn't have vision. Remember, think back to last game, it was a pick that got AGA into the position to win the game. Nothing more than Rich Homie Drake on the same champion, that Graves, being out of position. And if they can't find a similar pick, this could be Undecided's game for sure. Game's getting into a bit more of a quiet lull at this point. Waves are coming in slowly but surely from that red side of Undecided. They're just not in position where they need to be to get all these big pushes out just yet.
I don't know.
Okay. We've been at 14 and 16 for a while now. I believe next time we see some blood break out, it's going to go to smithereens very, very quickly. We'll see if we're right. Of course, it is getting a little bit later in the day. We are at 6:30, getting near that time cap. So if this goes to another couple games, this could be big. For Forsaken Pickle, though, getting a pick onto Rich Homie Drake, though, getting himself well out of position before that even starts. If he can stay alive long enough for his team to get here, they may be able to do something, but he's going down very, very quickly. The dash, it's not going to be enough. He's going to burn the Summoner Heal. No, here comes the team, though. They may be able to make something happen. Vinny is going to get in trouble really, really fast. The Thresh Flay is going to be huge. Colo Joe cannot do anything against this big, tanky Shyvana. He's going in on the backline, though. It looks like they're going in toward Terran Zero. He's very, very low, but he's not going to be able to get the dunk off. The nice shockwave to stop Ocelot's Tears and Colo Joe dead in their tracks, getting onto Dark Lord Popo now. He may die, but it doesn't look like he will. He's going to live barely. Only Phil and Vinny alive at this point, and Phil may be the next to go down. No, he gets a kill onto Popo, and he's looking to turn this around. Valcor now is in so much trouble. Phil's going to take this away. No, good flash and the Oriana buff to get him out of there, but there's the exhaust, so it looks like he will go down next. Going over to the support, Venia. Phil knows he can push this. He's still going to push this. Graves is going to clear top. He has 2 very easy kills of the overextending AGA, but it'll be top push, and that's okay, because that's some great farm there. So much gold going into his back pocket, especially. That's about 3 waves of build up there. So he is definitely not going to regret that decision. Bird in the hand, worth 2 in the bush, right? Still 4K gold, still a 2 kill difference. This game is only barely in the hands of Undecided. We saw them making aggressive plays early on to get them that lead. The last few aggressive plays have actually been made by AGA, so you have to wonder if they can't continue to make those calls before AGA can make them against them and force them to be reacting instead of just acting. You have to wonder how that'll bode. Rich Homie Drake is trying to sneak Baron, but he is getting himself very low. He's not doing anything except having a punching contest with a brick wall on this Baron, hurting himself more than he's hurting it. Phil's going to get there in time to shove him right out. This would be the time AGA would have to make a move. Vi is in a position to come around and gank onto Rich Homie Drake very quickly, but the fight is breaking out a little bit beforehand. Colo Joe's in a lot of trouble. Vi's coming in on the backside, going to dash in. No, Colo Joe's going to die first. Vi's going to continue to try to fight this. Lucian with a lot of health. Spinx is the focus, but he should not be focused down very quickly. And Shyvana is actually going to live. No, Forsaken Pickle going in very deep to get him the kill. Valakor is going to be the next one to go down. Vi does die to Rich Homie Drake, but now Lucian is in a great position, gets the crit, and Graves goes down almost instantaneously. Triple kill for Lucian. 2 surviving members of that red side. And it looks like pings are going out on that bottom inhibitor. That is what they are looking for next. Hit up by the Orianna, but he has so much lifesteal that he's just going to be able to run this right in. Sejuani's leading Syndra on a merry chase. Actually, Sejuani might be chasing Syndra at this point. They're going to mutually back off one another. Is Syndra going to test her luck here? Forsaken Pickle wants that inhibitor. If Janna can peel the Orianna off long enough, she does have Monsoon, so it looks like it's possible. This could be the first inhibitor of the game going down. It's going to be the knock-up. They're going to be maybe looking to get onto Orianna after this. I cannot believe that would work. No, Forsaken Pickle going to get devastated by that shockwave. Going to have to burn the Janna ult to get out. They're going to have to run, tuck tail, and flee. Oh my goodness, we checked back in on this, and Phil on a rampage catches Sejuani trying to cheese the red and kills her. That is huge now. The jungler is dead as AGA is respawning and Baron is on the table. This could be big. They might just go for that third dragon, though. Colo Joe in the Baron area. Syndra seems to be running that way as well. Vi just farming some Razorbeaks. No big deal. Gold leads now down to just 2 as kills are dead even. AGA, again, momentum is in their favor. Only barely, but their lead is still down. Though I'm sure Team Undecided does not feel like they have a lead at this point. They're down in towers. They're even in kills and dragons. So it's not going to be easy to say, don't worry, guys, we have a 2k gold lead. They can't fight us. Okay, that dragon looks like it's going to go down to AGA because of the smite. Yep. Popo was not in a position, but this fight is breaking out, and Onslaught's Tears is going very low, very fast, going to be the first one to fall in this fight. Now Colo Joe is going to be the next one to die, not Phil getting hooked up as well. This is going so poorly for AGA. They got the third dragon, but at what cost? 3 members now dead, the other 2 running for their lives. All 5 of Team Undecided still relatively healthy and in a good position to push, despite Shyvana, who's got to go back to clear those Baron minions. Or super minions, rather. AGA is going to have to play the can we hold out game. Forsaken Pickle is going to have to back off of that tower. If a Thresh hook hits him or a Sejuani dash, he's done for. Any CC whatsoever. So, good play by Team Undecided to answer that inhibitor right back up. Going now for the Baron. They have pink wards all over it. They feel like they can definitely contest it at this point. This could be big if Pickle can get in enough time. Darius as well should have... No teleport. No teleport for Darius. So this Baron is definitely in the hands of Team Undecided at this point. It's gone down. AGA is not in a good position at this point. Calm before the storm. Baron up. Team Undecided. Shoveling down this mid lane. Ready to fight against AGA. Nope. Not ready. Never mind. Let's just run top. That's actually good. They're going to get all the waves pushing in their favor. Do some Baron buff love. 2 minions. Get them in a good position. Okay. Continuing to push on in. Still a lull in the game, but Undecided is shoveling in with those minions, so could be big. Colo Joe gonna get caught up in this one. Blue's not going over to him, unfortunately. That will be Dark Lord Popos. Sejuani's gonna take that one right away.
I want to question the spirit visage on Darius just a little bit. Darius doesn't really have a whole lot of healing to make that item the best possible choice for Magic.
I feel like he just chose MR Tank.
Yeah.
He's just like, what does this do? Oh, I want it. Okay. Velcor's going to get a hook onto Ocelot's Tears. This could be bad. Nope, it won't be. Ocelot's Tears dashing in, going to get the ult right on in. This could be bad. He's very separated from the team, especially with Shyvana coming along the backside. This is going to be a definite catch. The jungler going down. Now Shyvana jumping in with the Dragon's Descent. AG is having to run away. The good Janna disengage. Lucian's culling comes out, but Colo Joe's dead to a smite. No, it looked like a smite, but it was actually a Graves kill somehow. Everyone's running for their lives. This is probably the game if Undecided plays this right. They still have quarter time on Baron. They're going to have to be able to chase this one down, but the wave clear of Darius and Vi is now off the table. There's still good wave clear in Syndra and Lucian, but this looks like it will be the win coming out for Team Undecided. Maybe a little too soon to call, but these towers are going to start going down. AGA is trying to push him off, but Venya gets hooked and destroyed on a rampage. This is almost certainly victory now, unless Forsaken Pickle can pull a miracle out. I don't think he can. He's going on to Spin X, but it's not going to be enough. That's going to be one tower down. The second one may follow suit. There's another great hook from Valcor, and that's going to be the death of Forsaken Pickle and the first loss that AGA has experienced all tournament long. Great play by Undecided to pick up and take a win, putting the series at 2-1. We're going at least to game 4.
Woo!
I can tell you sound so excited. Need me to get you a Coke? No time to do anything but jump right back into this, and we'll get into picks and bans in just a moment after the break.
All right, welcome back to Game 4 between Asian Girl Animes and Team Undecided. Lots of hostility, lots of good constructive criticism going on behind the scenes between the two teams. I spoke to both just a little bit. They're all really taking all of the information that they've gathered about both teams and really using that to help improve their gameplay. It is wonderful, a wonderful, wonderful thing to see. Both teams are aspiring to greatness. You see Draven going up the ban list, Shyvana going off. Shyvana completely tore through their team last game. They do not want to see that again. Just for clarification, you have Team Undecided on blue and Asian Girl Animes on red. You see Maokai getting banned out by Team Undecided. Thresh going away for Asian Girl Animes.
Okay, coming back into this one. Draven Maokai, pretty standard for blue side. Shyvana getting banned back again, respecting that. Taking Thresh out. Definitely Velcor's strong spot. Oh,
Lee
okay.
Sin.
You know what? Here's... Go on.
Targeted ban for the jungler. Now, the problem with Lee Sin is no one's really made any big game-changing Lee Sin plays over the course. I don't think Lee Sin would have been as strong a pick for them. Getting rid of Sejuani definitely would have been a better choice.
Oh, they're going to force Darkwood, Rich Homie Drake onto something else. This is actually brilliant. What they've done is they've let Hecarim, Shyvana, and Morgana through.
No, Shyvana has been
Not Shyvana. Hecarim, Sejuani, and Morgana. So I would expect to see almost exactly the last time they were on red side, picking up that Sejuani-Leona combo.
And Hecarim is definitely first pick.
Oh, sure.
Of course they want that. Morgana goes through.
And it's Sejuani. I would bet money. Yep, there it comes. Of course, if they're listening to the stream, they may just try to screw me out of some money. Okay. Let's see what's comes resolution being picked up. Jinx is through. So I would expect that to be what Forsaken Pickle is going to pick up. And I actually... All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're canceling the stream. We'll see you next tournament.
I spoke to Valcor before the game. He said he'd play Gangplank. I feel like he lied to me.
Braum again. He's been a weak point on Braum, so that may be something that HGA can take advantage of here. We'll see. Caitlyn coming through. I'm not sure I like that so much when Jinx is open.
You see Kolojo possibly on Jax. That'll be a brand new one.
He was hovering
for
it
the
last
entire
game,
tournament.
flirting with the thought, but...
I don't necessarily know if that's a good one against Hecarim. Hecarim doesn't really auto-attack as much, but Jax is out the window regardless.
Pantheon or Swain? I know Kolojo does enjoy playing some Pantheon. I wouldn't be terribly surprised if we saw him on more of a safe laner. Okay, great bait, mate. Lock it in. Urgot. Sweet lord. He has played Urgot before. In top lane. Oh,
and
that's
he is
the
going
lock
with
in.
the
Holy
Urgot.
cow, the fourth game cheese pick. Is it really still cheese if the cheese has become part of the meta?
Nah, I think Urgot's slowly making his way into championhood.
What is this world coming
He
to?
is very close to becoming an actual champion.
Syndra for Terran Zero. Big pickup. Honestly, they should have AGA should have picked Syndra beforehand. I do not like it. Answer with an Ahri or a Ziggs, but probably the Ahri. But Terran Zero on that Syndra and Spinx on Hecarim. Keep in mind, the individual games where we saw where they each got one of these, both of those champions went off.
Yeah.
Now we have both of them on the same team with Dark Lord Popo's favorite Amumu. The only uncomfortable part of this game is the bot lane. I feel Lucian and Braum are not the most comfortable picks for Rich Homie Drake and Velcor. So that may be a good place for AGA to attack and then just try to have really safe solo lanes. On the other hand, Ari is a comfort pick for Phil. Ocelot's Tears is comfortable on that Sejuani, so we'll see where it all ends up for us here. Game number 4. We will get into this right after the delay, coming up after this 20-second grace period and swap champions out. But we have our lineups for the blue side. Team Undecided, Spinix in the top lane on Hecarim, Dark Lord Popo jungling Amumu. In the mid lane, Terran Zero with that Syndra bot lane. Rich Homie Drake on the Lucian, supported by Valkor. On the purple side, we have Ocelot's Tears in the jungle. Up top is Colo Joe on Urgot. Mid lane, we have Not Phil with the Ari. And in the bot lane, rounded out, is Forsaken Pickles Caitlyn and Venia's Morgana. We'll be right back after the break.
All right, and we're getting into champion screen where we can check out these sick skins. Butcher Urgot. Somebody has put his serious pants on.
We're going to see. He is up against Arcade Hecarim, so I don't think Hecarim was so stylish in the last game he came in.
Dark Lord Popo, unfortunately, picked the wrong skin
Yet
and is going to have to
again.
restart.
We see basic Syndra. Of course, all 5 skins coming out for that AG8 squad. So definitely they're going to lose at this point, right?
Traditional Sejuani is a skin, but at the same time, it's not a skin.
Oh, it's totally a skin.
I mean,
If it's not default.
if it's not default, it's a skin.
Should be all in order there. Now let's get our eyes on the funky fresh level 1s. Both times there were level 1 shenanigans, AGA won. The one time where there was not level 1 shenanigans, AGA lost. Coincidence? I think not. Force some level 1 nonsense, AGA. If you want to win this game, that is. If you don't, we'll have a game 5 on our hands. And that will be something else. They are rushing that 5-man squad. I love this so much, seeing these roving early team fights, if we can get them. I'm sure we won't, but still, it's always nice to just run with your entire team thinking, oh man, it could go down at any second. So a lot of vision on the top side jungle, but I don't think they're going to be able to do anything with it. All of those wards are going to expire in the next 40 seconds. Switch this onto directed camera for just a minute to give my hands a break. Again, standard starts. Both sides starting. Oh, whipped Q. What you doing there for second pickle? Dark Lord Popo going to get those Krugs out pretty quickly here as the rest return to lane. Colo Joe and Spinex. Definitely a lane to watch at this point. The Hecarim, the horse, the super strong top lane player versus the newcomer, the Urgot, one we haven't seen yet. So Johnny's going really low to that blue buff. Meanwhile, Ari catching a nice stun from Syndra. Gonna have to be careful about that one. Kojo hitting level 2 just a tad bit behind that of Hecarim, so gonna have to be careful how he plays this. Going right on into the melee Hecarim. Feeling confident in his ability to trade damage, but probably not the best decision there. One thing I do want to touch on is it is Morgana versus Braum, so that spell shield is going to be absolutely critical for blocking those passive procs. That's one thing that Braum actually really heavily relies on as a champion, is keeping those passive procs going, especially in instances where if he were to get a Q off to land the 4th one and the spell shield were on, he would have wasted so much effectively. Target frame as well here. Doesn't do much for us, so we're just going to chuck it right out of there. Take the all chat, throw it directly across to mid. No trash talk coming out from these teams is the good news. Or bad news, depending on whether or not you're heavily entertained by trash talk.
I, for one, am very entertained by trash talk.
Absolutely.
Especially the most brutal and unnecessary kind.
Mm-hmm. Uh-oh.
Amumu coming up top for that Urgot. No mana. Most likely going to have to burn flash.
Absolutely. Going to try to walk out of this one, but doesn't have too much time. It's now or never for that flash, and he's going to get followed right up on Hecarim. Way too cocky. Thought he had it. Dropped the mic and walked away before the song was over. And Kolojo busts out to win the rap battle. And you know what absolutely stinks about that? That's a not even a gank win for topside. It's just a flash for flash.
And they both had to recall, so Hecarim wasn't even able to get any extra experience to CS from it.
Although Kolojo is going to try to save the teleport and walk over there, while Hecarim is going to use the TP and get on in that way. So a bit of a different circumstance there. Hecarim should have gameplay advantage. Although CS advantage goes over to Colo Joe. You can say whatever you want about him. His CS all game or all series long has been very good.
Rich Homie Drake very recklessly using his abilities, getting low on mana, much lower than Caitlyn.
He feels like he's playing Graves. Lucian and Graves are very similar in their playstyle. Dash in, get combo off. Morgana's coming in, maybe trying to get a good binding. Lucian very well dodging. Here comes the Sejuani, though. Morgana's going to get hit up by that Bronze on. Sejuani's going to knock up, but there's not a lot to do with the binding on cooldown. Sejuani's not going to try to take tower. Dark Lord Popo's also along the back line, but I don't think he can do too much. Braum wanted it, but he couldn't get it. They don't have vision. Ocelot's Tears is hanging out. Up top, Ergat's been bullying Hecarim pretty well. Of course, we didn't see Hecarim start his rapid ascension last game from the top lane. It was, I believe, 2 kills in the bottom lane, or at least 1 kill in the bottom lane, maybe 1 kill top. Did that? Oh, he propped the shield right the second the tower shot hit him, but it didn't reflect on his health bar. I was like, did that tower shot just cease to exist? Because that would be OP, and I would need to download whatever hack patch he was using. Because then I would be Challenger for sure. It's only my bad teammates holding me back right now, of course. CS in the bot lane is well in Caitlyn's favor. Caitlyn, of course, does outrange the Lucian by a good bit, unless Lucian's going to be using his piercing pipe. Uh-oh, Colo Joe again engaged on, this time with no flash. Going to use his hypernetic position reverser? No, I didn't see whether or not those particles came through. No,
He did not.
It's on cooldown. Looked like he stopped for a minute and it threw me off. But good gank from Dark Lord Popo, trying to get that Hecarim rolling, but he takes the kill for himself instead. Colo Joe wisely buying up his ward. I expect to see him teleport right in the tower since Dragon is no longer an objective. Yeah, that goes right down. Good damage from the built-over Peacemaker. Uh-oh, here comes Syndra now on the Forsaken Pickle. He's going to have to flash out of that stun. Still going to catch a little bit of damage on the backline. There's a Summoner heal to get Morgana out of there a little bit quicker, but she's going to flash and die regardless. Good play from Terran Zero. Now, both of those solo lanes we were talking about have kills and assists, good damage, and they're in a position to start their snowball. Doesn't feel like we're 8 minutes, 9 minutes in. Still an early point in the game, 10 minutes. It's going to be Sejuani securing her own red. Maybe looking to come down and get something. Mumu's at his blue at the moment. So both are in a position to gank or counter gank top/mid.
You know, Hecarim is playing a lot more defensively than I think warrants his current position. Like I don't see their nice hook.
Great bandage toss. Colo Joe's flash is back up again from that last encounter. He's going to have to burn it immediately, but the ult going to come through from Hecarim. That's going to be the first kill for Spin. This is not boding well for AGA off the start. Great early game kills coming from Team Undecided. They're certainly starting this game like they won a fifth. Ooh, failed charm from Phil. Not going to pick that one up. Going to get knocked back himself. Moon was coming around back too. The ping of I'm going in comes out. There's the ultimate should still be on cooldown. Ari's going to get out of that one actually for a second. Pickle and run right back. Going to get rid of this directed camera. Swap it back to manual. Well, I'm back in good Braum ult. Sejuani running in now. Going to jump in. Not going to get enough. Lucian's culling, very effective. Nice ult bind combo by Morgana, but it might cost her life. No, great ultimate from Shyvana. Hecarim teleporting in on the backline, though. This is almost certainly a double for nothing. Caitlyn was nowhere in that fight. She just left her teammates to die. They might have at least killed Lucian, but then it would have been a 3 for 1. Ouch. So not at all boding well for AGA in this game. They have slipped pretty hard, to say the least. Good news for them is Dragon's not up, so they can't really capitalize too much off of that bot lane grab. But bad news is obviously they surrendered all those kills. Urgot in that top lane. Maybe the first tower to go down. He is ruthlessly pushing this thing. Sacrificing actually a good bit of CS to try to just deal damage across the board and continue his wave push. Tower has a little bit more health. Ari going to snatch the first tower for Urgot right out of his hand. Hecarim is probably in a point where he can 1v1 this Urgot very easily. There's the fear. That's going to be the main damage dealer here. Urgot is looking to get this. He might die. No, he's going to get out. Slight criticism of his play. He had the hyperkinetic position reverser up and did not use it to grant himself a decent escape. Oh my goodness, though. He gets a great kill on the spin. Wow, that horse probably got a little cocky and is now in trouble. Still 2-1. Still in a position to snowball himself. Ooh, good binding from Morgana. Great follow with the Piltover Peacemaker too, making him chug a health potion. He catches a trap as well. Rich homie Drake's not dancing well today. You can really see the mental fatigue in some of these players. I would say, especially Phil. Not nearly coming up with very many charms. The farm's going okay, but it's really just an AFK farming, not really trading well. Wasn't in response to follow Syndra down when she jumped to bottom. You can see it in Valcor. I believe Valcor is still, good teleport coming out from Urgot, but he doesn't have the ult, so he's just going to cancel that right out. No sense in him going bottom. You can see the mental fatigue in Phil. You can see the mental fatigue in Valcor, and I think you can see the mental fatigue in Rich Homie Drake a good bit as well. He's not on his preferred champion. He's not playing that Graves. It was banned out against him, and his Lucian is underwhelming. He has 3 assists. He's playing very consistently. Nothing wrong with that. Ooh, Caitlyn starting out the fight. Great ultimate by Sejuani. They're going to try to get onto this one. I don't know if they're going to be able to. Venny is going very, very low. Great 3-man ultimate. The culling is doing so much damage throughout, but no one has died yet. Phil is low. Hecarim's not in a position to teleport in, so all of these low targets are there. Caitlyn, great catch onto Valcor. Not thinking, possibly that mental fatigue I was talking about, just wasn't paying enough attention. Got himself caught out of position. Great punish from AGA. That's 2 kills on the board now. They're actually up in gold. They have 2 towers to the none of their opponents in Team Undecided. I keep wanting to say undetermined. I'm tired.
Undetermined.
I'm undetermined. Maybe that's me. Maybe it's my mental projection. Okay, very, very risky dragon at this point. Syndra has enough health and mana to cause some serious damage. Sejuani's going to have to get that smite, but if Mumu can take it away, that will be huge. Nope, that's going straight over to Sejuani. Mumu had vision, but he didn't want it. No ultimate, though, so I feel like he maybe was under the impression that he could not get it going as well. Mid tower might be answered for by Team Undecided. Ooh, good Bronq. Not going to be enough, though. Another good Bronq. He's popping those on Ari. Poor Ari. Oh, so slow. Ooh.
Yeah, if this is what LCS feels like, I definitely give kudos to the pros to be able to sit there and do this all day. Don't get it twisted. I love this game, but this has to be the most mentally taxing thing I've done since I got to college.
Absolutely. This game, this series is a great example of why they swap out the casters after 3 or 4 games. Of course, the players have played a little bit more than the standard LCS game. This is the 5th game today for AGA. They got 2-0 in the series, or 6th game, I'm sorry, 2-0 in their first series, and now this is the 4th game they're playing in this particular series. Mm-hmm. So this is their 6th game. That's generally more than an LCS pro is going to play, unless it were some back-to-back series, but that almost never happens. So,
but then remember, they're usually
playing solo queue.
Yeah, playing lots of solo queue and tons of practicing team scrims.
Sure.
And solo queue is definitely more nice binding on that
from
Lucian.
Venia. Not going to be able to follow it up, but the Braum ult comes through. Oh, the teleports are coming out on both sides. Ari, in the meantime, is getting in onto Terran Zero, and it looks like they're going to be trying to kill this one. Not sure if that's going to be able to come through. She's going to flash. She's going to get flashed on. Not Phil. Phil will get the kill on that one. Great to stop. On to Syndra. GG comes out from Ocelot's Tears. Those ults, he says. Who ulted?
Sejuani very, very vastly missed Syndra with her ult.
Well, tragedy. But now, 2 people pushing. Venia caught out. This is almost certainly his death. Oh, Hecarim dashing into. Could be taking some tower damage. Venia not dead yet. Are you kidding me? Don't turn around. Keep running. Nope, he's going to turn around. He's going to get killed. The Hyper Position Reversal, though, on to Sphinx is going to be great. Dark Lord Popo is going to try to do this, but I don't think he can. Rich Homie Drake is also in a position where he may die. Great flash in to get the kill from Forsaken Pickle. Now they are barreling down mid lane. Terran Zero already at half health. AGA. Just when we start to think things are getting boring and dull and slipping from them, they are saying we are still in this fight. I love it. Oh, great charm from Phil. Not going to be able to follow up with the kill. No kill for Phil, but good job anyway. Forsaken Pickle taking 2 tower shots. Great smite from the Mumu to force that onto him.
I believe it's about time Caitlyn gets a recall animation.
Yeah. What would she have, though? Officer Caitlyn, like a squad car come pick her up?
That would actually be really... Yeah, because, Super Recon Teemo gets the sick helicopter, the solid snake exit. Mm-hmm. So a squad car coming to pick up Caitlyn, that would definitely make sense.
But their normal Caitlyn skin doesn't. Maybe Caitlyn just needs a new fresh skin.
Well, remember, skins can have recall animations when the base doesn't,
Yeah.
Think like Pulsefire Ezreal has one.
Yep.
He had the first one when regular Ezreal doesn't.
Arctic Ops Varus.
Does he have one?
Yeah, he has a unique one. He grabs a briefcase, and out of the briefcase he pulls a grappling hook, shoots it up, and zoom, zips out.
Oh, okay.
Braum jumps in his recall, I believe.
Well, Braum's base has that. That's just Braum's recall animation.
Well, there you go. So Caitlyn, I think, actually just needs a new skin at this point. When was the last time a Caitlyn skin came out?
Headhunter. It's actually relatively new.
You're right. You're actually right. Oh, if that binding connects, that could be big. Veltor is gone. This is probably his death. The Caitlyn is not going to be able to come out with the ultimate on it yet. The shield negated a lot of damage, but she was very patient with that tilt-over Peacemaker and popped it right after. Oh, that binding! Does Ocelot's Tears have the ultimate? No, it's on cooldown. Oh, but he's going to die for sure with that Ahri coming into the backline now. Velcor is going to be the next one to fall, it looks like, but Dark Lord Popo will kill Ocelot's Tears. Meanwhile, Terran Zero has done a lot of damage to this Ahri. It's going to be the killing blow, 2 for 2. So, Ahri and Sejuani going down on Angelgirl enemies. Oh, 3, maybe 4 for 2. Great catch by Popo. Again, AGA overstaying. That Black Shield's not going to save you now, honey. You best get a binding and run. Nope, not going to happen. AGA with their classic overstay. They had no business going into those brushes. They just needed to run away. If they'd run away, they'd still be alive this very second. Downing kills still up in gold. Colo Joe making mincemeat out of this top lane. His Urgot is truly inspiring. This is that solo queue kind of pick that does so much damage. Oh, he's dead though. Right as we start to praise him, he's dead. Woo! Rich Homie Drake, slain Colo Joe. Not good to give Lucian his first kill either. He's already got his Infinity Age completed, but he's a Zeal down on that Caitlyn. Dragon just came up, so great job by AGA to be in position to contest this. They've got the first two. This could be third Dragon. They didn't get their third Dragon last game, so this could be big for their rotational movements. There's the pickup of the Dragon. Caitlyn taking that one for herself. Third Dragon. Ahri now maybe in a really bad position. Oh, she is so dead. Going to burn ult to dash out of that. Second ult to almost get out of Hecarim, and the third one will get her clear. Oh my goodness, Ahri. Meanwhile, Lucian taking a tower in the mid lane. That's going to be big. But if Urgot can get in with a position reverser, Caitlyn answering that tower in the bot lane as well. Big push coming in from AGA. They're trying to get that bot tower. They may lose inner mid for it, or if they can hold this off, if Phil, oh baby, that charm coming out from Phil, so much damage. So much from that combo, and they've stalled it long enough to get a tower bot lane. That's putting their gold lead up now a full K. Ahri could be in trouble. Ooh, not good. The position reverser does not do anything because he doesn't use it. I keep seeing this when it doesn't happen, but he's dead. Collagen's dead. Third tower? Are you kidding me? They're not going to get this. They can't get this. The binding is going to give them some false confidence, and now Syndra's going to come in. This could be bad for Pickle. He's going to be spell immune to the stun. Syndra actually may die. She does. No, I'm sorry. That's Rich Homie Drake that dies. Syndra running away. AGA turning this game on its head. Shut down! Coming out from Caitlyn, and a 22-minute inhibitor is the next goal. Coming out, Pickle laying down so much damage on the backline. Ocelot's Tears not even caring about Braum. He is shoving this right on in. Meanwhile, somewhere off in this, Amumu is going to die to Ahri. 4 kills. Only Braum remains alive. AGA doing such a good job to get those kills. Wow. Just like that across the map, they just asserted dominance. They said, we want this game. 3K gold like that. Forsaken Pickle sticking around to strip those Krugs. A little bit greedy. It's actually one of his trademark flaws is his greed of staying. Not Phil. Trademark flaw, always pushing in mid. Just always pushing in when there's no team support. Excuse me. Baron, a sizable objective at this point, especially now that that bot lane inhibitor's gone down. Could be the next place people look, although people aren't really looking anywhere. There's no ward coverage on this map. Another instance, I think, of mental fatigue. Blue side has some good wards, but they're not nearly on the level of warding that they were earlier on into these games. And that's just something that you forget about on the bye-bye. It just slips away as you're getting more tired. Lucian does a good job of getting one ward down in there. Colo Joe looking to push off the horse. So yeah, definitely not prioritizing that Baron just yet. Maybe wanting to get that mid tower, get a good fight. We'll see how that one turns out for him. Forsaken Pickle, clearing out the ward, taking it away from Phil. I'm going to give every bit of gold to this Caitlyn that they can. Obviously, Ahri is still very strong. Scuttle Crowd finally going down before an objective. They're going to clear the vision at Baron as well. Blue side is in a position to respond. They need to bushwhack this. They have to bushwhack it, or else... Oh, the wide ult. No. Ocelot's Tears is in so much trouble now. Venia is going to get caught on. That's a double ultimate for the Mumu as well. Hecarim coming in onto this one. What a lost fight from AGA. Ocelot's Tears is going to be the next one to fall. Colo Joe's going to try to do some damage onto SpinX, but it's not going to happen. 3 for 0 right now. I'm sorry, 2 for 0. And there's the 1 kill return from the Caitlyn. Good job to stay alive and position well throughout this fight. She has a lot of health, so it doesn't look like Baron's going to go back into the hands of that red side. Ahri trying to continue on with the chase. She can land a good charm here. This may be the death of Braum. Oh, and there's the charm, and it is the death of Braum. Going over to Forsaken Pickle again. Even though that fight went so on its head, they failed their engage. They failed the ability to come in and Kolojo's is going to tank this. He's like, no, I can't take this. Are you kidding me? Oh, no. Spinix is going to come in and try to kill Ori. Got to be so careful. Guys, you should back right off of this, honestly. Look at that Urgot damage. Look at it. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Woof. So he took a little bit more than he actually just got. Did Caitlyn just burn ult on the Hecarim?
Yes.
Why?
Because why not?
Mental fatigue. We're going to go over to Baron. It's going to be the next objective. I'm going to use ult on a full health horse.
Caitlyn's ult is a good poke. You hit them, they take damage. Good poke.
I can't disagree. Urgot TPing in onto this one. This is going to be uncontested. Hecarim has no idea. I don't even think they know. I think they're just like, we pushed them off well enough. There's no way they're doing Baron. And then they're going to come back. Oh no, they did Baron. Morgana full health and mana and 600 gold. I'm going to go back. Hecarim is up. Or down, I'm sorry, in the bot lane. Like up in the bot, that doesn't make sense. Down in that bot lane. This directed camera would stay directed. Hecarim's gonna just try to keep those minions at bay at this point. They have to be careful because now Baron minions plus super minions is such a deadly combo. And you have to have somebody almost at all times dealing with the super minions in that instance.
In that last team fight, you saw super minions were dangerously pushing Team Undecided's base.
It's not just me.
Had a Mumu or Lucian not survived, they most likely would have lost the Nexus Tower.
That's going to be one of two pink wards in this area cleared up. Pushing in with the Baron buff minions. Already looking for a charm that she's not going to find. Just trying to do some damage. The great news about Caitlyn is there's that siege. Oh, Terran Zero going absolutely solo. Now they've got to focus onto the horse if they want any hope of winning this fight. With some great wombo combo coming out. Ocelot's Tears taking so much tower damage now. They're going to be in trouble. Where is this Morgana ult? I am waiting for it. Caitlyn's going to get the kill onto the Amumu. And Morgana ult did come out there. So I just didn't see it. I was waiting for something I wanted to see. We are looking maybe like a little bit in trouble with Caitlyn being so low, but they want to stick around. They want to get this tower, possibly the inhibitor, while the Syndra's dead. It's one of their only chances. That Lucian culling could be critical if Phil dies here. He's not going to go down. He is so close. Now, Hecarim is on the backside trying to do a lot of damage, but he's going to die to the Morgana. Great binding to give Kolojo the time to make that kill happen. And Dragon number 4 is on the menu. Kolojo is an absolute monster. Urgot is so strong right now, and I love it.
That makes Dragon number 4 for AGA. If they get one more, that buff is going to be absolutely monstrous.
Look at the pace they've set for this game. 28 minutes. A Baron, 4 dragons, 7 towers, and for the first time in this game, they're up in kills. They've been down in kills ever since those 2 went over. First to Hecarim, one in the top lane getting first blood with Amumu, and second...
This has definitely turned into a game of resilience. The team with the strongest will is going to win. Everybody is definitely fatigued at this point. Sejuani left that board, and I have no idea
no clue why. Maybe we're just more fatigued than this Sejuani, or maybe Sejuani was going for a kill. Good, slow onto Hecarim. He's going to be forced to ult away while Rich Homie Drake is going to get ulted up. Dark Lord Popo, maybe the next one to go down in this fight, or the first one to go down, I'm sorry. He's got the gate, the summoner heal, but Sejuani dashes over. She's not going to have backup. Morgana is in the area now, running away from that tower. The position reverser, getting Braum out of the fight. Rich Homie Drake's going to be the next one to fall. That's Urgot picking up a double kill. Zanya's on to that Ahri, keeping her alive, safe in the fight. A 5 against 3 now. Going to be pushing in 2 inhibitors down. Well, that one respawned, so they're going back for it. Oh, but here's the horse getting onto Phil. That's going to be pretty nasty. He's not going to get the kill. Are you kidding kidding me? Caitlyn takes that one out. Valkyrie now is in a lot of trouble. This is almost certainly AGA about to win the grand finals of the Kennesaw League tournament. They are pushing it in. They are taking no prisoners. 10 more seconds on Lucian and the move. Terran 0 going down unstoppable. Good, Morgana does die in the process. There's a summoner heal to give Ocelot that last little bit of survivability. Now Valkor is in trouble as he is pushing in. No, I'm sorry, the immovable is going to catch a lot for a second. Pickle's going to go down. Double kill. And they're going to have to back off. Ari and Kolo Joe on Urgot are the only ones alive. GG, never mind, he says. Oh no. They've called for a rematch. It looks like we're going to have to play this entire best of 5 again, folks.
Oh, dear God.
I'd cry. AGA has the pitch, slow, steady, down the middle. I'm hearing a lot of chatter from the other room. We may be well behind. The game could be over by now through this 3-minute delay. Let's see what we can get into here. Urgot and Ari are definitely the big threats on AGA right now.
It is worth noting that Hecarim is not yet tanky.
Mm-mm.
He has built a little bit of health in that Triforce and that Ruby Crystal and armor from Ninja Tabby, but he does not have enough tankiness to survive that team's damage. Not in the middle of him.
I feel like what happened is on that third game, Undecided kind of picked up AGA's strategy and playstyle and said, okay, we get what you're doing, and we're almost certain we can answer it. This time around, AGA said, fine, you have an answer for that strategy. We're going to try an entirely new one. We're going to pull out different picks, different strategies, and let you have that Hecarim, and we're going to give Urgot and Caitlyn a go.
Are they done?
Yeah.
Who won?
Won it.